Do you ever notice how your pain feels different when you're with someone who truly gets you? That's not coincidence, it's neuroscience. Day 6 of our pain recovery journey reveals how the right social connections can actually change how your brain processes discomfort. It's a natural approach that might surprise you with its effectiveness. Greetings, it's nice to see you again, and those here for the first time, you're very welcome. We're now on day 6 of our pain recovery reboot journey. Yesterday, I shared how anti-inflammatory nutrition choices can reduce inflammatory processes that contribute to stiffness and discomfort. Today, we're exploring how positive social connections can influence our physical well-being. I first noticed the powerful impact of social connection on my health when I was recovering from CRPS. During periods of isolation, my symptoms were noticeably worse, but meaningful social interactions seemed to buffer the experience of pain. Having now just moved to a new community a few weeks ago, I'm already noticing how important it is to begin establishing connections here. Even my brief interactions with new neighbors have provided a welcome emotional boost during this stressful transition. After 6 days of following my health recovery practices, I have observed improvements in both my energy levels and a decrease of morning stiffness. Yesterday's focus on anti-inflammatory eating paired with today's social connection emphasis shows how these lifestyle medicine pillars work synergistically. One challenge has been balancing social engagement with the rest that my body sometimes requires. I'm addressing this important factor by prioritizing quality interactions over quantity and being transparent with friends about my energy limitations. After all, authentic connection isn't about pushing through discomfort, it's about genuine presence within our capacity. Research shows that positive social connections influence our pain experience through multiple physiological pathways. Social support is associated with the release of oxytocin and endorphins that can modulate our perception of discomfort. Studies in pain research have found that individuals with stronger social support networks typically report lower pain intensity ratings compared to those who are more socially isolated with similar conditions. Our brain appears to process uncomfortable sensations differently when we feel connected to others. This science suggests social connection isn't merely a distraction from pain. It may actually influence our neurobiological response. Even brief but meaningful social interactions can help shift our nervous system towards a more balanced state. From conversations with many in our community, I've learned that a key challenge with social connection during difficult and challenging health periods is the fear of being a burden. As one wise member shared, true friends want to be there for you, even when you can't reciprocate in the ways you once did. This insight has shaped my approach to nurturing relationships that I'm excited to share with you today. The approach I'm finding most helpful for cultivating healing connections is what I call the quality over quantity method. Rather than pushing myself to maintain every relationship, I'm prioritizing interactions that leave me feeling energized rather than depleted. This means scheduling brief but meaningful connections throughout my week. Perhaps a 15-minute video call with a supportive friend or a short walk with a neighbor. During yesterday's low energy afternoon, I had a 10-minute phone conversation with a dear friend that left me feeling more relaxed, and my movement was noticeably more fluid afterwards. I'm implementing this strategy especially when I notice increased tension or stiffness, and that occurs in my shoulders and my neck. So, even brief positive social interactions seem to interrupt the stress pain cycle in a way that benefits my physical comfort. I do know that social interaction can sometimes feel challenging when managing physical discomfort, but start with this simple step. Identify one supportive relationship you'd like to nurture this week. Perhaps sending a voice message to a friend, or having a brief video call, or meeting for a short walk or a cup of tea. For those following along with this reboot, I'd love to hear which types of social connections you find most supportive. Have you noticed any relationship between your social interactions and your physical comfort? My personal observation has been that even brief connections with the right people can shift my physical experience for hours afterwards. If you're new to thinking about social connections as part of pain recovery, don't worry about making dramatic changes. Consider this simply reaching out to one supportive person this week. Even this straightforward connection can influence how your nervous system processes discomfort. And if you have stiffness and aching pains, that's going to be really helpful. For those of you following along, I've added this video to the Reboot playlist on the channel so you can easily find the entire series. In tomorrow's video, I'll be exploring the power of restorative sleep in our pain recovery journey, another key pillar of lifestyle medicine that complements today's focus on social connection by supporting our body's natural healing process during rest. In the journey ahead, consider how each authentic connection is an opportunity to support your body's comfort and well-being. Your intentional choices about who you spend time with and how you interact can be remarkably powerful as part of your science-based pain recovery strategies. Those moments when you reach out despite uncertainty, they're absolutely worth celebrating. So that's it for now, and I'm wishing you a comfortable week.